Welcome to Agoracom Small Cap Stock News. This is for Tuesday, May 13th, 2014. I'm your host, Alan Barry Labucan. I'm also the chief market commentator for Agoracom. Every morning I go through a bunch of press releases. I find the best ones. I talk to you about what I saw in the news that stood out and also what I see in their stock charts. We generally keep the show to about a 10-minute time frame. We've got 6 good companies to talk about today, so we'll get right to it. The first company I'm going to talk about is an Agoracom sponsor. KWG Resources announced today that they've completed their resource calculation for their Black Horse chromite deposit, which is in Ontario. They were talking about their estimates are for 77.9 million tons at 35.3% chromite. So they've got a lot of chromite there, and things are starting to move in the region regarding development of that region. There's a lot of other deposits in that region, and it could be a very an important economic growth area for revenue source for the Ontario. So it's moving ahead, and these guys have a big play in the area. KWG is their stock symbol. They trade on the Venture Exchange. The next company up today that I wanted to talk about, yesterday was a bit of a slow day as far as news. That's why we didn't have a Monday show. But on Monday, yesterday, a company did have some great news out. Balmoral Resources announced drill results from their Martiniere project in Quebec on the Detour Gold Trend, and they hit 4.8 meters of 1,138 grams per ton gold at Martiniere. Very extremely high-grade gold. They had other intersections with plenty of high-grade gold in that system, you can find all the various different hole intersections on their website. Now, yesterday when they put the news out, I think they were up about I want to say about 20% or so. While they were trading at around 86 cents, they traded all the way up to almost $1.10, 109. They've given back a bit of those gains today. Today they are down a nickel to 99 cents on 965,000 shares traded hands. This is one that I featured just not too long ago on our Best of the Best Stock Picks of the Week show a few weeks ago. So it's moved up quite aggressively. I'd let it settle down a little bit. It's moved pretty aggressively. Generally, I like to see a little cooling period before it makes the next run-up, but I'm a big fan of their project and a couple projects that they have, actually. So BAR is their stock symbol. They trade on Toronto. Next up is Fortuna Silver. Fortuna Silver announced that they have their quarterly report. In the quarterly report, they announced that fourth quarter income was $4.9 million. They also had cash generated. They had record revenue of $45 million, and before changes in working capital of $16.9 million and net income of $4.9 million. You know, it's prices are down at a couple-year lows now for silver. Yet these guys are still making money. That's an awfully good sign that they're getting. They've got low-cost production. I like that a lot. The stock chart, they bottomed in December, had a nice move up until about mid-March, gave back a bit of those gains, but now looks like they're moving up again. This is one I think I'll be talking about on the Best of the Best Stock Picks of the Week show later this week. Next company up is Endeavour Silver. Got a couple silver stories in a row there. Endeavour Silver also showed a good quarterly earning report where they made $4 million in the Q1. Again, a lot of companies are having problems showing profits with the price of commodities down so much, and yet Endeavour's still making money. The stock is down 15 cents today to $4.59 on 107,000 shares traded hands. Just looking at the stock chart, and this is another good silver play. They had a big run from December lows of about 340, moved all the way up, almost hit 680, so just about a double. Gave back about half of those gains. Now they've been going sideways, and I think the next breakout will be to the upside for this company. EDR is their stock symbol. They trade on the Toronto Exchange. Next up is Ivanhoe. Ivanhoe Mines, excuse me, had drill results out from a project that they have in Democratic Republic of Congo. Not one of the first places I generally look for deposits in the world, but they do have some massive copper deposits in the DRC. You know, we just don't hear these kind of results much anymore. 17.3 meters of 6.88% copper at Kamoa. So you really have to, I mean, you can't ignore these kind of results. They had it in various different drill holes. You want to take a look at those results. Just looking at the stock, and now they are down a half a cent to $1.81. Last traded, traded at last at $1.81 on 1.4 million shares traded hands, and this one's been going sideways since February with a bit of an upwards bias. Little bit of it's looking like it could go higher now. This company also has 585 million shares out, so they are trading right now close to $1 billion valuation. They do have some exceptionally good projects, and Robert Friedland is running the company. So, you know, Robert Friedland's one of the most talented mine finders and mine builders in the world, and so I'm always paying attention to this company. IVN is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Toronto Exchange. And the final company today is Virginia Mines. Virginia Mines announced drill results from their Wabamisk and Coulomb projects in the in the James Bay region of Quebec, and some good results in there. They heard their highlight hole was 13.8 meters of 1.69 grams per ton gold. They had other intervals in there that you want to take a look at. This is another extremely talented team of mine finders. Virginia Mines is run by Andre Goumond, and it's the same team that found Virginia Gold that was ultimately bought out by Goldcorp and will be a mine in the future. These guys still have Virginia Mines still owns a royalty on that. Anytime these guys are making gold discoveries, I pay attention. Virginia Gold stock today is up 8 cents to $11.74 on 3,500 shares traded. Stock's been on a good run since last June, was trading at around $8.30 $8.09 last June, all the way up to $14.45. Gave back some of those gains. I like the chances of it moving up from here. VGQ is their stock symbol, and they trade on Toronto. So that's a wrap on the news for today. As always, before making any investment decisions, it's important for you to speak with your financial advisors and do your homework. Join us Monday through, well, generally these days it looks like it's Tuesday through Thursday. Monday can be a bit of a slow news day. So the show's all dependent on news. And that you can find on the front page of Agoracom on the in the video box there. And yeah, look for stuff Agoracom, blog.agoracom or allenberryreports.com. On that note, you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.